The worst part isn't the physical conditions, as bad as they are, it's the crushing realization nothing about prison is preparing you for life on the outside. Instead, you learn survival skills that have no place in the free world. You learn to be aware of your surroundings. You learn to respond with threats with immediate aggression, to view every contact with others as potentially dangerous. Showing any weakness gets you hurt. Trust can get you unalived.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I showed those first two clips to try to bring home the reality of prison, especially in a maximum security prison. You seen in that first clip when that guy gets grabbed from behind, that's because he wasn't staying completely aware of his surroundings. You have to stay completely aware at all times, people, or something like that can happen. In that second clip, it showed a bunch of guys with that's the way it is in Max. Everybody pretty much has a shank. Doesn't mean they're going to use it at all times. They'll use it, most will use it when they have to. Like with me, I had one for protection. Nothing else. You know, if I had a problem with somebody, then I would try to deal with it with just fist, you know, which usually didn't work out good for me. So sorry. But there's so much more to prison than just being locked up, you know, behind the walls, behind the fence, wherever you're at. There's much more to it than that. You got to deal with COs every day, which most are just doing their job, telling you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. If you're in the hole, it's even more so. Get a shower every 3 days. Get a couple books to read. They pass out books. Almost every one of them have pages missing in them. So I'm telling this not to glorify prison or anything like that, or can complain, but maybe it'll make some people wake up and think. There's consequences to your actions, you know, and sometimes it ends up you're in prison. And by then it's too late to say, uh-oh, I messed up, I made a mistake. I'm also telling this for families who have loved ones in prison, because people in prison, and I was one of them too, don't like telling their loved ones about what's going on. We don't like doing that because we don't want them to worry anymore. And you say, Harv, but you're telling people's families now, and that's going to just cause them to worry more. I kind of think they worry more if they don't know. That's what I was told when I got out. You know, they said, you're not saying anything, saying that everything's all right when we knew better, made it worse. We didn't know what was going on in there. So after talking to me and they woke me up to that fact, I want the families to know. So maybe they'll worry a little bit less. I mean, it doesn't mean they're going to stop worrying. You got a loved one in prison, you never stop worrying. And the bad thing is the unknown. You do not know what's going to happen from day to day, and that goes for the person in prison. You know, and I think I've even said it once, you know, I'm always thankful at the end of each day that I made it through another day. And in the mornings, I'm hoping I'll make it through another day. But you got to worry about it at nighttime too, when you're asleep. That's why you always sleep with one eye open, because you never know what your cell is going to do. Especially if it's a cell you don't know. Anything could happen. He could get goaded or paid off by somebody else to attack you. That's happened several times. Or he'll move in with you and you're thinking he's cool and he's acting cool with you, and all the time he's plotting. How can I get this guy? And it may have been something you've done you don't realize, or it might have been he's being paid to do it. I know one guy, I think I did a video on him He was like a knockout artist. And he did not care who he knocked out as long as he got paid. And he said it was just business. A lot of times it's more than just being knocked out. Sometimes it's the blade being pushed or it's a beat down. All that. All these little things you got to worry about. And then, of course, I've told you about the food not being the greatest. Medical doesn't take care of you. You go up there. There's people that went up there. I know one guy went up there with chest pains. In fact, we made him go. A bunch of us made him go. So he went up there telling him about chest pains, and they gave him Motrin and sent him back to his housing unit, and he had a heart attack. You got guys that are goaded into doing something to somebody because the person who's doing the goading in, talking them into doing it, don't want to do it themselves. I think I just recently did a video on that. But I know this one guy only had 7 years to go. He hadn't been down very long, but he only had 7 years to go, and he wanted to be a part of something. So he started hanging around with this group of wannabes. I don't know what else to call it. They wanted to be their own little gang. It was like 6 or 7 white guys. And some of these guys in there was decent. They was all right people. I've talked to them. But there was nobody I would depend on when it came. If I had need somebody to watch my back, I wouldn't depend on them. So they seen this chomo, pointing this chomo out to him and told him, said, take care of that guy and we'll let you be part of our group. Well, he did. He went but the guy ended up not living. I'm not mad about that so much. I've said that before too. What makes me mad is this guy, 7 more years ago, and he let this group talk him into doing this, and he accidentally unalived the person, and now he's got a lot more time. He would have got more time anyway, because they charge you not only for what you did, but with a hate crime too. So you don't... There's a lot of things, man, that, like I said, sleeping with one eye open, being told what to do, when to do it and everything, you don't want that. You want to be able to get up in the morning and do what you want to do. It's a wonderful thing to get up in the morning and go to work. To actual work. Make money that you can spend. It's great getting up and drinking a cup of freshly brewed coffee instead of instant coffee. And as for me, it's nice to get up with that cup of coffee and have a cigarette. I know I need to quit this, a bad habit, and I don't want anybody to start that habit if they haven't yet. But it's a cigarette and a cup of coffee goes good. And all the time, I'm just telling myself I'm just making my bad health worse. But you know what? I'm free. I'm out here now. And I'm trying to help others. When I say that I do not want to see anybody go to prison, I sincerely mean that. It's not a place to be. I don't even think it's a place to be if you grew up violently and you're in and out of prison and you say it doesn't matter. I don't think you really believe that. Now, a lot of people in prison will say to them, any part of the prison is just another part of prison. These old heads used to tell me, I'm not scared to go to the hole for a while, for a long time. It's just another part of the prison. So if I got a problem with somebody, it's not going to be a fist fight. I'm going to be pushing it still. And these are all, the people who usually say this are lifers, people who ain't getting out. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from it, and I thank you for watching.